Hello and good morning, everyone. I am Dr. Anil Manji, Assistant Professor in English from Government Engineering College, Raipur. I welcome you all to today's lecture, The Earlier Drama. What is drama? Drama is a literary composition meant to be staged. The term drama is derived from the Greek word dran, which means to act. Drama originated in ancient Greece. Ancient Greek drama took its origin from religious rituals performed during the worship of Dionysus, the god of wine and fertility. The origin of the drama is deep rooted in the religious predispositions of mankind. In context to the British drama, it developed out of liturgy, which means a religious ceremony of the church. As most of the Bible was written into Latin, common people could not understand its meaning. That's why the clergy tried to find out some new methods of teaching and expounding the teachings of the Bible to the common people. For this purpose, they developed a new method. What happened here is episodes from the life of the Christ and gospel stories were illustrated with the help of living pictures in which the performers acted the story in dumb shows. The early plays were known as mystery plays and the miracle plays. The very word mystery shows its ecclesiastical origin. It dealt with the subjects of the Bible, and the word comes from the French mystere, derived from ministere, because the clergy, the ministerium, or the ministry ecclesiae themselves took part in this place. Miracles dealt with the representation of a miraculum or wonderful things from the lives of saints or martyrs. In the beginning, the plays were written for performance in the church or cathedral. Its purpose was directly didactic. It was written by ecclesiastical authors as a medium to instruct the unlettered masses about the truth of their religion. The church had these dramas under their complete control. The priests were the actors, the language used was Latin. These plays gained popularity, thus, it attracted huge crowds on Christmas and Easter. As the church were not capacious, the stage was shifted from the interior of the church building to the porch, later from the porch into the churchyard, and finally to the city street. Now the laymen started taking part in the performances and superseded the clerical actors. Again, a new peculiar thing. Now the language of the play, that is Latin, was replaced by first French and then finally English. The religious drama reached its height in the 14th century from the time of the festival of the Corpus Christi, when, during the early summers, the performance of mystery plays was assigned to four guilds, an association of artisans or merchants who oversee the practice of their craft trade in a particular area of four different towns and perform for several days. Students, it is very important to remember all these cycles and the number of plays. The Chester cycle of 25 plays, the Coventry cycle of 42 plays, the Wakefield cycle of 31 plays, and the York cycle of 48 plays. In this plays, the whole story of the fall of the man and redemption was being exhibited. They were crude in context to literary quality, but they also touched the note of pathos as in the story of Abraham and Isaac. And the note on tragedy was in the scene of crucifixion, and occasionally comic elements were introduced through characters like Noah's wife. Next comes the morality play. The mystery and miracle plays gave rise to morality plays and interlude. In the miracle and mystery plays, serious and comic elements were interwoven. Now they part. The morality plays presented the serious and the interlude the higher side of things. The morality plays were frankly didactic, that is, moralistic in nature. These characters, instead of being taken from sacred narratives or the legends of the saints, were personified abstractions. The characters represented mental and moral qualities like perseverance, wonders, free will, the five senses, the seven deadly sins, good and bad angels. Devil had a prominent place in the morality play. Voice was introduced as the humorous incarnation of the evil and was recognized as the fun maker and considered as the direct forerunner of the clown of the Elizabethan age. Example of morality play are one of the earliest morality play was The Castle of Perseverance, a drama of the old faith and Everyman. Moralities began to be acted in the reign of Henry VI, and like the miracle plays, continued to flourish until the beginning of the Elizabeth's reign. Next comes the interlude. The interlude was the late product of the dramatic development of the morality play in the early 16th century. It was, as the name suggests, came in between events to provide witty entertainment to the audience. Usually they were satiric and not directly religious or ethical in character, and in tone and purpose far less serious than morality play proper. So Thomas Heywood is the most prominent of the playwrights who contributed a great deal to the popularity of the interludes. His works, The Four Ps and John the Husband, Tib his wife, and Sir John the Priest, are considered as the best interludes. So that's it for today, my dear students. Thank you and have a nice day.